All right, great to be here. I don't have any injuries. For an update for you, everybody's healthy. So.
Coach, Holmgren came back in week 16. Since then, how have you seen him really open things up for week 9?
Yeah, Hollywood, he's coming off a good game this past game, and he gives you another experienced receiver in there that's got a lot of speed and ability. And, you know, he's done it before. We're lucky to have him with us, and he looked like he was on the same page with Patrick this past week.
Obviously, you know what it can be like coaching in Philadelphia. How impressed are you with what Nick Sirianni has been able to accomplish, especially in such a short amount of time?
Yeah, I think Nick's done a great job. I mean, anytime you can get your team to 2 Super Bowls in a short period of time, it's tremendous. That's a tough city to coach in. There's a lot of competition with the different teams there, and Nick has really, I think, done a tremendous job there of coaching and keeping a little stability within the organization there. Yeah.
Coach, I was curious, when Patrick doesn't understand, what do you think when you see him?
Yeah, let's move on to the next play. That's kind of his deal. You know, he just wants to play and to get. I think it's a habit now. I just think it's part of him, and he doesn't even think about it.
Mike? Talk to your players about complacency, successful teams, and how you can lose that moment. You guys have it. What have you done to keep that competitive fire that moment?
Well, listen, we try to focus on the game and try to keep it at that, and work hard. Sometimes when you work hard, it keeps you focused more so than backing off. And our guys have they've done that. They do it through training camp. They're doing it up to this week and throughout the season. So, and I've got a good locker room. On top of that, some senior veterans there that don't let things slide in the locker room. And then the coaches, some of the continuity with the coaches, I think, also helps.
Coach, how would you describe the importance of Chris Jones building this time?
Yeah, Chris Jones is a huge part of our success. He'll have a big challenge this coming week here. So, but he's one of the team captains and really a good football player. He's developed into a good leader.
Haley?
Yeah, how did the older guys help out the rookies getting ready for this game? The magnitude of this game, none of these young guys have experienced, and really some of the veteran guys too that haven't had this opportunity to come to the Super Bowl. So that's where I respect our guys so much in them being willing to share with others. And it's not only the experience of coming to this, but it's, when we had injuries, guys welcome guys in, and even though it might be your position, welcome them in and try to get them up to date and help us to win football games.
Right. In Mexico, you have a lot of fans. The Chiefs are very popular, and they're very focused on you make a record for 3 Super Bowls in a row. What represents in your mind and your heart that you have the game versus Philadelphia, and you was the coach for Philadelphia for many years?
Yeah. That's a good question. It's unique for sure, and really unique to have it gone on twice here. So, but I have a lot of respect for the people in Philadelphia, how they run things, the city itself, and at the same time, I feel very fortunate to be in Kansas City with our ownership and our front office and how it works there. So, I would tell you, from my standpoint, I feel very lucky, honored, privileged, all those words. I feel, that I'm very fortunate to be in this position. Yeah. I'll be curious to, when we get to the owner meetings, to kind of see how it played out and with the injuries and get that update. And some of the things that the league was trying to accomplish with it. So, and see if they have anything that they want to change. But listen, it's different. It's been kind of exciting to have something new like that incorporated in the game. But I'm hoping that, to see if the league got from it what they wanted to. So. Good. Yeah, listen, we try to work hard. I mean, I keep it that simple. You really know that it's about the game, and all this other stuff doesn't necessarily matter. It matters to people in the entertainment part of the business, but without the guys focusing on the game, or the coaches, or myself in that same boat there, that you lose track of what this thing's all about. You can get really caught up in all this, and you can't get too far from what's real, and that's playing the game. There you are.
During your time at Green Bay under Mike Holmgren, is there anything you took away from that staff and that time that you applied to these coaches and moments, these big Super Bowl moments?
Yeah, I love my stay in Green Bay. 7 years there, so I enjoyed that. Great people there. Mike Holmgren, I thought when I worked for him, I had a hard time believing anybody did it better. And then, now that I've been a head coach for a while, I feel the same way. So, and yeah, I took a ton from him. I mean, he introduced me to the National Football League and the coaching part of that, and so I've used that as a foundation for sure.
Coach, you're one of the best of all time to sit down and have the screen game at the right time. What challenges does this Eagles defense in particular pose in regards to the screen game?
Yeah, they're fast, so they recover quickly. The idea in screen game is to try to get the guys to rush up the field thinking it's a pass, and then dump it down with some blockers out there in front to kind of mix the run game, pass game all in one play. But these guys, they don't get caught up too much on the screen game. They're able to recover quickly. Hi.
I know that you're keeping things in perspective in terms of how the games can go, but just hypothetically, we all know that Pat Riley playing a great team. How do you visualize the thought of you being mentioned in the same sentence as an iconic coach, figure like Pat Riley? Because this guy has won at all levels, and he's been able to coach a lot of different players from a lot of different aspects.
Yeah, no, he's a great one, and that was a great little nugget he threw out there with his saying, and but that's a different sport. That's the direction he went with it, and that's not the only thing that made him great, but that was a great prediction there and challenge. I think you guys have taken care of all that for me. I don't have to say much, so other than get ready to play the game.
Coach, it's already got to be surreal that you're facing the Eagles again in the Super Bowl. How about facing, you got Jeremiah Jr., how surreal is it that you're facing him?
That means I'm old. Yeah, no, listen, Jeremiah his father was one of my favorite players. And this kid, his son has done a tremendous job did it at Clemson and now transferred it to the Eagles. And yeah, I think it's a neat deal. He's wearing the same number. All that, yeah, that's a great deal. Great deal for the family. Yeah, sure. So Xavier, I tell you, first of all, he's not the biggest guy in the world, and for him to survive through 17 games in the National Football League and then the couple playoff games that we've had, I think is an accomplishment just in itself. But every week that he's done this thing, he's gotten better every week. And he and Pat have a great relationship, so he's got Pat's trust. And that takes a little bit of time to get and work, and with any quarterback in this league with a young receiver. So, but he's done that, and that's through hard work. Oh, boy. I don't know that. I mean, time will tell, right? Ask me that after the game. I'll let you know.
Coach over here, the fact that you get to face off against Vic Fangio again, your visual coach, how unique is it, and even the fact that you're back in the Super Bowl in New Orleans when you won your first ring with the Packers?
Yeah, that's something. I mean, coincidental for sure. Great city, New Orleans is. Facing Vic Fangio, we've faced him at Denver, Miami, and the Eagles in the same year. I feel like we've gone against each other a lot for a lot of years here, and we're fortunate to have Steve Spagnuolo. But I tell you that Vic is one of those guys. He's just one of those real creative defensive minds that survived a long time in this league. He's been time tested, and he has the trust of his players there.
This hasn't been the easiest year offensively, three injuries, offensive line, wide receiver. What kind of kept you guys going through and allowed you to rack up all these wins?
Yeah, a little bit of what I was saying with veteran players, allowing these guys to become the best they could be in that short period of time. So within the offense and defense. Then the other part of that, which is huge, is Brett Veach and the job that he did on bringing players in, he and his crew there. So, and the personnel department, he has done an exceptional job. I mean, he's done it since he's been in that position, and no more than this year.
Up here, go ahead. The Chiefs are the Lord of the Rings. Which character would you be? Which movie character? Lord of the Rings character.
I don't know. I'm not sure how to answer that. Which character would I be out of the I don't even, myself.
Mr. Hunt said yesterday that he's certain that next year you're going to be back. And I'm wondering, I know winning is its own motivation. What is your motivation for continuing to do a very difficult job? And is the most wins ever of any coach part of that motivation?
Yeah, that's not part of it. I enjoy teaching, so I don't get caught up too much on all the stats and all the records and all that stuff. But I enjoy being around the guys. I enjoy football, the game. You can't put in the hours that we do and not enjoy it. I love the game. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I'll be back. I'm glad he's going to have me back. I mean,
Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
I see the Kansas City Chiefs is a very stable organization. We see another successful teams moving their coordinators, defensive coordinators to another teams. How do you guys manage to avoid keep, for instance, Spagnuolo competing with you guys many years?
Yeah, that's a real good question. I thought he and Nagy might move on this year and be head coaches again. For whatever reason, it didn't work out. I mean, I don't know the answer. The owners know that and what they're looking for. But I'm glad that, selfishly, I'm glad that they're with us right now, and hopefully they stay for a long time. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, every game has got its own challenges in it, and the thing is, you don't want to get too high, you don't want to get too low in a game. You want to kind of find that area where you keep a steady climb. If something bad happens, try to learn from it and move on. But every game's got that, and every game's a little bit different. So we've doinked them in, we've blocked field goals, we've done. I mean, so whatever comes up, I'm sure our guys will handle and move forward in a positive way. Yeah.
We'll do a couple more. Go ahead.
Yeah, head coach Andy.
Good seeing you.
Hey, how important was it for Patrick to sit that first year and learn before you handed him the keys to the operation?
Yeah, I'm not saying he couldn't have been as great as he is now if he didn't sit. But be with Alex Smith, I thought, was something that you can't buy. And he was able to sit there and watch a guy that's the ultimate professional on and off the field and just get an idea, the lay of the land of how things work in this league. And I think that's helped him in that part of his, in his career. But I'm sure if he stepped in and as a rookie and played, he probably would have been just as great as he is now. But I think that helped for sure.
Last one, go ahead.
Coach, can you talk briefly about Kareem Hunt? He was, left Kansas City a number of years ago, came back 4 games into your season this year, and so far has filled in, the number of injuries you'll have. It's had a great year.
Yeah, Kareem's he's a good kid and had a great career at Cleveland, and we were able to. That was a good question. He left. Anyways, it was I got you. Moving fast, covering a lot of bases. So he did a nice job. I joke that we just pulled him off the couch and threw him in there. I think he had 21 plays the first game, 27 the next game, and we kind of beat him up there without any introduction. So, but he sure handled it well, and he's having a good time. This is his first time at the Super Bowl, and as a player, and that's one of the neat stories there.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, good. Thank you.